Welcome to Present Poetry, a podcast where we sit back, relax, and enjoy some poets of the past and present. I'm your host, Erin Crittenden, and before we get started on this week's episode, I want to remind you that all of the material used in this podcast is either public domain or used with permission from the author or the author's estate. It's a fun time for all ages, so sit back, relax, and get ready to hear this week's featured poet. This week's featured poet is Jacob Phillips. Jacob Phillips is 33 years old, born and raised in Knoxville, Tennessee. He has been writing for about 15 years now and has never been published, though he has recently started looking into it. However, he finds writing to be a good creative outlet and coping mechanism for his struggle with bipolar disorder. Aside from writing, he enjoys fishing, thrift stores, estate sales, vintage clothing, and antiques. He says that he loves old items because he himself is an old soul. We are reading a few of his poems that he submitted to us through the form at presentpoetry.com. This poem is called Chirp Chirp. Birds speak of us on rotten power lines, right outside your dusty window. Fall back asleep as I reach over with a slight nudge. It's time to make my getaway. I jump to find this waste and mud while you dream of the ocean. Waking you is no option as these deep pits of mud call my name. This poem is called The Stranger. Strange things just began, but beautiful are the odd, and eyes only dreamed of in a faraway distance. Who are you? I want to know every slight curve of this body and speak of things forbidden. You are the apple. My name is Adam. There is no resisting this sweet fruit finally found. This poem is called Bottles. An old bottle on the shelf tells stories. Remember? The dress you wore as dancing never looked so good. The sun arrived too early while shoving the hours down my throat. Close these eyes. Nights that wait with careless hands are never over. This poem is called This Old Town. Gutters of this town hold all things gone wrong. The street sweepers take their time, leaving no love left behind. Do I have a mind for this? No. Love in my pockets with nowhere to go, forever to stay. This poem is called The Island. Scream you want me and only me into my ears until I go deaf. Scream you want me and only me to stand on your shore where your winds batter me like your filthy rag doll. Scream you want me and only me to be scraped and sliced by your sharp coral. Scream you want me and only me to drown from getting caught in your riptide. Scream you want me and only me to swim with all the colors of your poisonous fish. Scream you want me and only me to be the one to go insane stranded on your island. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Present Poetry Podcast. If you enjoyed the show, feel free to like us, leave a review, or share us on social media. If you are a poet or you know someone who is, we would love to hear from you. You can reach out to us or submit your work through our website, which is www.present-poetry.com. Again, that is www.present-poetry.com. We can't wait to hear from you.